I don't know what happened there. Lieutenant Colonel Harrell, Lieutenant Colonel Cabinet, Sergeant Major, distinguished guests, family and friends, and my entire Marine Corps family, I thank you for coming out here to do this for me. You know, I've stood in many of these before through my years, and it's now I see the person that's standing up here, you know, what it really means. And I want to send a special thanks out to First Sergeant and Master Mejia and everybody that had anything to do with setting this whole thing up. I know it was a hassle with everything going on. I appreciate it. I have a lot of family. I have grew up with a very close-knit family. We do everything. And as you can see, they drove a long way to get here. I got people come from Pennsylvania, people come from Florida, and I'm going to recognize them now since I got your time. My mom and dad, Robert and Geraldine, taught me everything I know. My dad's an Army guy. I'm going to tell you a story about that in a second. My older sister, Debbie, and her family, Paul, and Nick and Christopher are here. My younger sister, Tina, is here with Jeremy and Emma. And then my brother, Russ. Tommy looks like Chris Daughtry. He likes that. And my mother-in-law and father-in-law and niece, Darian, came up all the way from Florida. Very happy that they're here. And then I got some friends, crazy guys. My cousin Matt and my friend Hayden, they drove their motorcycles from Pennsylvania to come down here. I don't think I could have done that. So like I said, you know, grew up with a tight-knit family. Whenever I was 17 years old, I just turned 17, was still a junior in high school, I decided, well, I always knew I was going to join the military. But my dad was in the Army. Most of my uncles were in the Army. I had one uncle in the Marine Corps. So my dream was always I was going to join the Army. At 17 years old, went in and saw the Army recruiter, but since I wasn't going to be able to go in for another year and a half, he didn't want to talk to me. But guess who was standing outside the door that did want to talk to me? The Marine recruiter. So he pulled me in. I was all mad. He laid out all the little tabs with all the, you know, the goals and everything. And he was really good at what he did because from that moment on, I knew exactly what I wanted to do. The only thing then was coming home to break it to my family. So I came home and I tell him, I want to join the Marine Corps, and the first thing he said was, "Are you sure?" And I told him how long it was the first, I was going to sign up for 5 years, the initial one. He asked me again, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes." They've been behind me the entire time. They were there with me at Parris Island, and they're here now. Then, the three most important people in my life is my wife and 2 boys. I think I got something in my eye here. Me and my wife have been married now for almost 18 years. We were high school sweethearts, so she's been with me for the entire time. I don't know what I'd do without her if I'd have made it this far. And my boys, I got 2 boys, best guys I could ever ask for. They make me proud every single day. Got one's a drummer, and the other one's my actor and singer.
Mommy, has wings.
All right, bust out my little cheat sheet. All right. Takes a lot to get to this point where you're at. I had a lot of help along the way. Besides, you know, the family teaching me how to be a good man, teaching me all the ins and outs, all the different, how to do everything. Every duty station I went to, everybody there was an influence on me. I had one particular one, I'll tell you one more story. I know it's hot out here. Everybody wants to get into the shade. I'll tell you one more story. I knew his staff sergeant well. He was a gunny Brad Beecham. Whenever I was coming through school, MOS school, he was staff sergeant there, and he was just awful. He had something to say to me every single day. I'd come straight from the barbershop, and he'd tell me I needed a haircut. He rode me like you wouldn't believe. At the time, I didn't know why, and I really didn't like it. I was Lance Corporal, with that typical Lance Corporal attitude. I'm only going to stay for my 5 years. I'm going to get out. My hair was like just barely within regs, the whole 9 yards. Later on, he followed me to my next duty station. Go figure. He was a gunny then, only there out of the school environment. He was still rode me all the time, but I could actually talk to him. And he started telling me the reasons why he did. Because he saw something better in me than what I was giving. And he made me realize that. It was like a switch was thrown. I turned into a different person. And ever since then, I always strove to be the guy out front, the one leading. And I think it's led me well. Had a good career, been a lot of places. I even got to go to the schoolhouse to put my influence on all the young guys coming in. And I think the experiences that I got from everybody helped me, and all I can hope is that at least one person out there is influenced by me the way that everybody has influenced me. Like I said earlier, I've been in these ceremonies, always has the guy in there, never quite grasping exactly what that person up here is going through. Seeing all you guys out here in practice and everything, I was kind of sad. Well, not kind of. I was sad yesterday. Watching you guys do this, knowing that that's it for me. I'm going to move on, and I won't be coming to these formations, sitting out in the sun, doing the deployments. And, this is what I've done since I just got out of high school. It's the only thing I've known. So now it's going to be a challenge moving on. I did get a job on a military base, though. I just can't get rid of it. All right, I'm not going to keep you guys out here anymore. I want to say thanks again for all you guys that are standing out here. Really, thanks. This is awesome.